House Democrats passed $900 million in new taxes off the House floor recently. What were some of those tax increases and who will they impact?
Well, before I get into that, and it has a huge impact on my district and in Washington State, I was so proud of the effort we did on the floor in almost 3 hours of debate and really making good points about what this does. This hurts Main Street America. This hurts Main Street businesses in Washington State. I did a little research before doing the debate on the floor, and what I found in northeastern Washington and even in Spokane County, that 30% of the businesses and the jobs, family jobs in my district, are in these categories. 30%, that's huge. So let me take a moment and just read some of those folks affected. Sales tax on bottled water, auto mechanics, truck drivers, grocers, pharmacists, farmers, real estate agents, financial planners, dry cleaners. These are our small businesses, and they employ people. I'll give you an example. One of my bottled water companies actually just expanded his business and hired additional employees. He has taken the risk. He has mortgaged himself, that capital outlay, and now this is going to land right in the middle of it. In fact, in 2010, the voters repealed that tax, and now it's back again.
You also worked on an amendment to take off the emergency clause of the bill. Why is that important?
Well, an emergency clause, you'd think of a sentence at the end of the bill that seems pretty innocuous, but it's not. Because on a tax bill, what the emergency clause does is prevents it from going to a vote of the people. So basically, Washington statewide, all the voters have said resoundingly that we need a 2/3 majority. We need to make it as hard and raise that bar as much as possible to increase taxes on the citizens of Washington State. This emergency clause just flies in the face of that.
It doesn't look like the legislature will adjourn on time. What was one of the biggest obstacles?
Well, I think one of the biggest obstacles right now, when Jay Inslee, our governor, campaigned, he campaigned on no taxes. He did not believe that this was where Washington State should go. The economy is still really fragile, and he felt like we should have the state live within its means. Well, we weren't here more than just a few days, and he was already backpedaling on that. But the huge part of this is the Senate adopted a budget that did it within the means of the revenue that the taxpayers gave Washington State. And I want to remind people that's $2 billion extra dollars. The Senate produced a budget that funded education, increased funding, and lived within its means. But with the governor now on a rant of we need taxes, whether it's a transportation package, we need gas tax, or it's just taxes to increase spending. This is what this is about. This is about how big the sandbox is. And until we get off of, increasing spending and increasing taxes to pay for that spending, we're never going to come to a budget agreement. I think we're here for a long time, and he's a very key part of that.